So I get a lot of questions. I love them. Send comments. I have questions. Question today. Do we find meaning or do we create meaning? You know what? Both. That's my response. I don't think this out. I'm just doing it right now because I don't know. My producer said, there's the question, read it. So I think it's both, okay? We find meaning by having open ears and open eyes, open hearts. And we search, we walk around, right? And we either have an adventurer mindset, the human adventure. I remember this great book I read called The Human Adventure. And either we walk around like it's an adventure, and if it's an adventure, then we're seeking things out. Like you're on the hiking trail, right? You're in the canyon and you're kayaking, like in Macedonia or something, some far off country. And you're paddling along and you see things. You're finding things. Okay? That's one part. So you find. Now, you find meaning. You find meaning in the relationship of what you discovered. Now, do you create meaning? Yes. Ready? By sharing that. We are communal beings. We live in community. It could be small community. It could be community that's not intense in the sense that you're frequently seeing people. But the great majority of human beings that live on this planet and have lived on this planet live with other human beings to some extent, except those rare hermits. But even they had to have childhoods, I assume, or may wander out of the cave every once in a while. Or they have community with spiritual beings. Like St. Anthony of the Desert, right? He was supposed to be battling demons and being visited by angels. So even he had community. It just might have been ones with bodies. But let's leave him aside. We live in community. So you find meaning in the relationship of you to the universe. And as an adventurer, you walk out and you discover things. You find it, the meaning of life, the meaning of paddling, the kinesiology of the stroke of the oar. The way to walk, and you see physics. I was talking to my daughter about this recently, right? She's an athlete, and she's doing geometry now in high school, and she's really finding it interesting. We had this awesome conversation about kinesiology, human movement, geometry, and that led to physics. And now she's kind of interested in physics. You find meaning. How do you create meaning? By sharing that love with your dad. She could have held that to herself. But instead of a quiet ride to go get breakfast at 4 o'clock on a Sunday, it was funny, we went at 4 in the afternoon for breakfast. You know, she told me about this, and she created meaning. She created a meaningful moment that I responded to. And our moment where we could just be driving in quiet or maybe talking about nonsense became a meaningful experience that she created. And I participated in that creation. And now I share it with you. We find meaning and we create meaning. It's an awesome adventure, this life. Please wake up if you're not living that way. Pray for me that I actually do live that way and I don't just speak these words. I love you guys. Gotta go. Find some meaning out there. Have a great day.